What is going on, guys? FOMC today. Yet another whipsaw. I should have just took the day off. Most traders, especially newer folks, small accounts, they should just not be playing FOMC. I ended the day up zero somehow. I threw a lot of money out there. I did trade. I got 7 trades in. I played Amazon, a couple smaller SPY trades. I did a lotto towards the end of the day, but that was mostly break even, and then Amazon and Tesla. So let's get into it. I definitely didn't so much as overtrade as I did oversize. It's FOMC. You don't need to be going crazy on FOMC. So my orb plays have been very successful. So I ended up sticking with those. Ultimately, break even or just a little red with Tesla, and then up just as much with Amazon. So we'll jump straight into the charts here, get in a trading view. Looking at Tesla first, that was the first one I traded. I waited for this breakout of orb, and then what I ended up doing, so this break of orb here, candle close right here, which is very nice. We got some continuation. I did not chase up here. I waited for the retest. I was expecting it to bounce because of how strong we were this morning, but we went down. So we had this candle closure here back into orb, and she started pushing down. I went short right here at the tip of this arrow. I went short. It's right in this area. And you saw that we wicked and bounced out of that, came back out of orb, and I ended up going heavier because of the breakout of orb. Typically that's more momentum to the upside in my experience. I ended up going in, we got this candle closure here and this red candle here, but that continuation up, we were able to get that move up, and I scaled all the way up here, and I killed my runner right around here. So good scale out, not bad. It was 700 something on that trade, but I also took a few $100 loss on the failed put. So it happens. You got to get out. You got to cut your runners, or you got to cut your losers quick. Once you realize it's a loser and your trade has been invalidated, you just got to get out. Some of my biggest losses were holding on to losers, and on the inverse, not holding on long enough to runners. So on this one, Amazon, it's the opposite. It faked me out. I ended up going long here. We broke out of orb. We held. We did a little bit of barcoding, came back down. I did not like. I ended up cutting down here. I did not like the action, how we broke out of orb, and technically we got the confirmation, sort of, with this candle here, but ultimately I didn't like the feeling. I didn't like the look. I felt it was a little bit more too whipsaw for my liking. We ended up coming down here, and then when we broke orb again and we had this candle, I jumped on it when we had this candle right here. I took full advantage. So I ended up entering here heavier, and I rode it. Let's see where I scaled out. I ended up scaling out a little early on this push, and then towards the top here, and I left a runner that ended up getting stopped out over here. So I ended up getting stopped out. It's like right over here, I believe. But yeah, not bad, but I ended up on the day somehow exactly zero, which is cool, but it happens. FOMC, I'm probably just going to take the next one off. I just don't need to be trading it. A lot of people, it's really gambling at that point. You're just betting on what Jay Powell's going to say and what he's going to do, and then what the market obviously is going to do in reaction. Is he going to raise rates? Is he not? Is he going to say something? Is he going to fight with Trump? I would just stay away. So good day. I mean, I consider it a win. Not losing money is a win. Preserving your capital is a win. And we got tomorrow off. So I hope we all get some recovery in. And hit the like, hit the subscribe if you want to see more videos. Let me know if you guys have charts you want me to check out. Bounce off of me. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Hope you have a good break. Bye.